What's up, everybody? Motherfucker, come on. But you know what's happening? Hey, somebody's ringing at the doorbell. Tonight we got Rob Chevelle from Lit Soul coming in, and he's going to talk about some of his new stuff coming up, and we want to stay tuned for that. But right now, I'm going to play some "Push On Through" by Lit Soul right now. A little video action right now. So we'll get to that right now. Let's do this. This is Lit Soul. This one's called Push On Through. Hey,
See you, man.
how was the traffic?
I guess you know what? You didn't see me, but I was behind the curtain over there.
Oh, I didn't see you. Oh, you're coming in incognito, undercover. Undercover. Rob.
Woo!
Chevelle.
Rob
Lit
Chevelle,
Soul.
let's
What's up?
go!
Hello.
What's that?
Yeah. So what's going on with you?
Nothing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Freaking nothing.
They canceled everything. No. Seriously.
They have canceled everything. Let's talk about that for a quick second. Dude, what is it like? You went from going from, you know, like everybody, we went from going through X amount of shows a year to 0.
Well, we canceled 4 shows. No, 5. And I think our CD release party's postponed. But,
Postponed.
It was at the Rose with Which One's Pink, May 23rd. But it's going to be moved back. It's going to happen, you know.
Yeah, eventually.
So, yeah. But the good news is we're working on an album, self-titled Love of War. Sorry, that's the last album, self-titled Lit Soul.
Yeah.
And we got a new video coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, you know, you guys booked me with this. We already had that whole thing released. So it's going to be tomorrow night, people.
Yeah.
The new Lit Soul video. Something very different.
Make sure you go check it out.
Very, very different.
I know a guy who knows a guy who has seen it already, and he was like, "That was pretty. It is different. It is.
Yeah.
There's another side."
Yeah. You got to flip it over. You know, flip the coin over.
Yes,
flip the pancake. You know.
That's true. Like, you need to show them your talented side.
See the
You
little
know,
smiley
there's many
face.
sides. Yeah, with the little smiley face, and the small little pancakes for the ears.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we got that, and we're making the album, and it's, you know, what does every musician say? You know, what are you doing? You know, making an album. You know.
Making an album.
But you know, what's really cool is I have 2 people we're working with. One is Bill Matoyer, who's we worked with before, who's just amazing, done tons of stuff. I'm sure a lot of people watching this know him. And he's recording a few songs, and we actually did a few songs also with Talon, you know, from Route 69.
Route 69.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great, and he's got a great house up in up north, and we went there, and we cut 2 songs there. Did the drums, all the overdubs, you know, all that stuff. So feel so happy and blessed to
So
work
he
with
has
those
all
guys.
that equipment in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
beautiful.
kick-ass stuff.
Like
The drum room and the drum sound and all that, it's really, really, really good, you know.
Right.
I mean, him and Bill Matoyer. So I'm really happy to do that, you know.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the songs are heavy, but there's one particular song that's more mellow. People
Down
who
to earth.
might know a little bit of the Lit Soul catalog, you know, this song called Home. There's actually a lot, if you go deep in the Lit Soul catalog, there's a lot of mellow singer-songwriter acoustic stuff, but there's Home, which is one of our most biggest songs, and then you know, all I'm saying is maybe the other video's not going to be that, but it's going to be maybe in that genre, you know? Which is it's actually cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I know that we've got all your albums now.
We actually have 6 albums. This is going to be our 7th album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
One's a poetry album, but still it's an album with music. It has music. So.
But how do you feel about that? Like a lot of people, they don't get, like, you know, in our scene and in our situations, they don't get but 1 or 2 albums out. But you got some great, and they're great.
Thank
And
you
they're
so much.
done great.
Thank you.
And they appear great, and they are great.
Well, I mean, Lit Soul's always been my thing, and I'm so blessed to play with the people that I play with. By the way, I mean, I could list a bunch of guys that are just top notch, but on this album, there's Steve Sampson on guitars again, just like he was on Your Crusade, the last album.
Yes, I love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ty Dennis. The way he's into it.
Ty Dennis, as always, he's just amazing. Played with The Doors. He played with Ian Astbury from The Cult, Alex Lifeson, from Rush.
And he's just a cool guy.
He's so nice and cool.
Yeah, that's the cool part.
And he gets it. I say, can you do this, like on Leather Steeds, we need a double kick there. It's so funny, it's like he said, Rob, realize this is the heaviest music I've ever played. Because, he plays, he plays so many genres of music.
Right.
But, like, the heaviest, he actually told me one time, Lit Soul is the heaviest music that I've ever played. I'm like, wow.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
But, and we have Brian Roach on bass. We have
cool
Dave Eggers on
well.
guitar. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. And there's a song that's coming out that we're going to put out too. That's that Dano Thomas Sauceda played bass on as well. Mm-hmm. We got flute players. We got guest vocalists. We got keyboardist Jess Jimos, who plays guitar in Stonebreed and used to be in Lit Soul.
Yep.
He also plays keyboards on some stuff.
Oh,
so I'm
cool.
just blessed to work with all these people, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
How is that? How do you get all the cool people?
I like to think it's the music. Or maybe it's my smile. I don't know.
What is it? No, it is good music. I'm
right.
sure your smile helps out too,
Yeah.
and you're a good person too. And that's
Thank you.
that's the thing too. Is like there's a lot of people out there. They got great talent and a great thing that they're pushing, but maybe they're not so artistic in the personality category. So it's cool that you guys are all down to earth. And it's cool because we've gone out there to support you guys. You've come out here to support C40C, Annie, and even Saxton. And it's cool. That's what we do. Is we support each other. Yeah, he doesn't live around the corner, but I still go around there. Oh.
Hey, Trish Gonzalez says hi, Rob. She has some great things to say. Hey, sweet interview. Love this. Glad you guys are doing this for the musicians. And she loves the song Home. And Ron Farrell Jr. said, hey, badass, can't wait to see the new video.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
We should probably take some questions, just as we're talking.
Sure.
Yeah, just get some, if you guys have a question for Rob, type it in there.
Off the jacket.
My stage hand will...
For all the questions.
So,
Just kidding.
Your Saturday night guy is fielding questions behind the camera right now. Will someone pass me a fucking ball? Jesus Christ.
Because of the COVID-19 thing. So
Yeah, here you guys are like half crew or something?
Yeah, half crew.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
Usually it's one man job all day long.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Sherry Walsh says hi.
No, that's cool.
Jerry, love you.
The cool thing is, it's like you were talking about just now, about just being with cool guys. And that's the cool thing about this station is I have so many cool people, that I've come across. And people that just volunteer to help out. And people that just freaking share. And that believe in what we're doing here in our little corner of the world.
Absolutely.
And I try to make it so that people do this in your corner of the world. Get together with all your local bands. Get together with your local scene.
Hit the share button.
If you think it's dead, well, go put some pepper on that shit and liven it up. It's real easy. Go out and start something. It's easy. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be in luck, and you're going to find out there's a lot of great people. Through doing this, I met Rob.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been hanging out, and it's cool, and it's just fun.
Hey, Izzy Romero.
But let's talk about I want to get to the meat and potatoes. Let's get back to what were you into when you decided, hey, I can write songs, I can play guitar, what got you into that? Where were you at? What happened? For me, I was I came home after school and I went up the street to my good friends, and his dad smoked weed, so he stole the bowl, and he had just got their freaking he had got the Lord of the World album that he snuck out of his, Black Sabbath. He snuck it out of his Pop's collection. And
Lord of this World, the song?
Yeah, Lord of this World.
Right.
So Black Sabbath, Masters of Reality.
Right, yeah.
So put that on, and I was like,
Oh, fuck yeah.
yeah. And so then I knew right then I was like, I gotta learn how to play a cowbell or fucking something, because I want to do this. And
Cowbell with a distortion pedal, right?
Yeah, right. My first distortion pedal was a big, huge Super Fuzz.
Oh, nice.
You remember the Super Fuzz pedal? It looked like a wah pedal, but it was two things: buzz and off.
Right.
Yeah.
I think my first thing was Motown music when I was a kid.
Right.
I really dug that. I wasn't really thinking about being a musician yet. Funny story is I was driving in the car, and with my dad was up there, and somebody else was in the front seat, and I was in the back, and it was a Pinto, right?
Right.
And I'm sitting in the little thing trying to look over the dashboard, right?
Right.
And Tom McLean, American Pie comes on, right?
Nice.
And I'm like listening to it, and then when he says when the music died, I'm thinking it's real. Like, this guy's going to tell me the music's done. Like, there's no more music after this song.
Music ever.
And they're talking. I'm looking at them like, are you guys hearing this? I'm thinking, are you guys listening to this? Like, this is the last song ever that's going to be played?
Right.
And then when it was done, there was actually this lag. Nobody said anything.
It was just
and I was about to go see, and all of a sudden he comes on and says something like, oh, then he played another song. But anyway, so it's like,
you thought the music died.
I really did. I thought that was, the guy was telling us that it's over with, So
no more music.
So it's like Motown, 70s music, and I had a gap in my life. I played football and I did all this and all that, but I was a frock. I was half freak. I had long hair, and I was half jock.
Oh, right.
So me and two other guys were the only ones that could have long hair on the football team,
Yeah.
because we were the best whenever. But answer your question. So basically later, rambling here, but basically later, I played drums. My first instrument was drums. I played in bands as a drummer. And
You drum.
I'm a Leo, and I would,
Yeah, I come from a drummer.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
So, literally.
Yeah, with the cymbal, right?
Yeah, and so people are like, can you play drums? Because your dad's a badass drummer. No. So that's cool that you started with drums.
Started with drums, played in some bands, and I was like, I just want to sing, play guitar, that kind of thing. So things progressed, and I've been in a lot of bands, but Lit Soul started in about 2009. Mm-hmm. That's really when we started doing live gigs,
Yeah.
So, did all these albums, and, you do what you do, you write what you write, and you go from your heart, and you just keep doing what you love,
I bet you there's a lot of stories back then when you got started from till now.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
little gig stories and stuff like that. I wanted to start a show here, like get some of the...
Can I tell you one gig, one show?
Yeah, give me one of them. That's what I wanted to do.
We were playing the Natural Fudge Cafe. It's on Fountain, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody heard of that place. It was fucking great. I mean, we're talking late 90s here, I think, or some of that. But it, I'm playing drums in that band, and we were called the Dispossessed Majority. And the singer was a raging alcoholic. The whole band was an alcoholic band, right? So the singer's like, we're an alcoholic band, start passing the drinks up, right? And the guitar player broke a string. So his name was Max, and he can go out there and just say anything to the audience, you know what I mean? And make them laugh and blah, blah, blah. People are passing up drinks, throwing beers, like in a good way, you know what I mean? Not at our heads and shit like that.
Yeah. Let me get some of that.
Exactly, and then the whole place comes up on stage. The place was packed, and everybody comes up on stage and starts dancing with us. Chicks are going into my drum set, which wasn't cool. One chick hurt herself. That was, like, not good.
No.
But we kept on playing, and somebody got her off stage and stuff like that. But that gig as a drummer, it was just, like, always in my memory. It was just, like, insane.
So you were sitting back there going,
yeah.
What the hell?
All I wanted was water. I'm just sitting out. I'm out of breath.
Water.
I don't want to drink anymore. And he's like, and I actually said, Max, give me some water. Give me some. He goes, what? And he's got his mic. What? And I'm like, give me some water. He goes, water? He's like, no, man. It's like, give me beer. It's like, no, thanks, man.
Yeah, that's gonna help.
So remember the last note of the whole set, I just go boom, 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 into the audience, and I split. And I was just like, had to fucking pound some water.
Right.
Hey, while you guys catch your breath there, Rob, a big fan of yours, April Serrato. Hey, Rob Chevelle, looking forward to seeing your new video. Still listening to all of your music on Spotify. And sorry I couldn't be able to go to any of your shows last few months. Just go to yada yada yada. But April, Izzy Romero giving a shout out saying hi guys. Augie from Augmented Chaos. He's like happy Friday.
Yes, on the 18th.
And another fan of yours, Rob Kimberly K. Can't wait to see this amazing band Lit Soul.
Woo! You haven't seen him yet?
Thank you, Kimberly.
Dude,
April.
Fun band. I'll give you that much.
Lots of great shout outs, lots of great love for the man over there.
We have had a few times that our bands shared the stage.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
dude, those were great.
Yeah.
Right? I think the first time was that the Malones?
Well,
No,
it
is
was
that the-
Malone's, and then later we did.
The Doll Hut.
No, well, yeah, Doll Hut, duh.
Tiki.
Right? And
Yeah.
then we did Tiki.
Tiki.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And those were all good
Yeah,
bands.
yeah.
That was fun shit.
Yeah. But I can't do it all by myself. I got this amazing band.
Yeah.
So, it's like
Yep.
all that and all good. Did you tell them that also our format tonight is we're going to do
Yes, we
Headbangers
didn't
balls?
even talk about that. I was
Right.
actually waiting for that. So, we were like, it's Friday night. Y'all ain't got shit to do. And so, we figured we'd take you back to the 80s and the 90s and do some little Headbangers Ball. But we can't use that title because we are not Headbangers Ball because that was MTV.
No, it's Headbangers Balls.
But we're going to call it Headbangers Balls.
And what was the other one you had, too? What was the other one you had?
Headbangers, y'all.
Headbangers Y'all.
Yeah, but I like Headbangers Balls.
So the
better.
format is enough about me. We're going to do this format of Headbangers Balls
Let me
and
get in
Headbangers Y'all.
Let me get in there.
And basically,
Chat
back in the
it
day,
up.
we're
Chat it up.
talking and stuff, and then it kicks to a video. So we're going to start off with Pantera Mouth of War.
Okay.
It's the official video.
You said-
And we got some great songs tonight. So you guys are at home, if you got a drink in your hand or not, if you're in the bathtub, with some candles, if you're on the porch, going like this to the Valhalla, gods or whatever, whatever you got going on. It's a beautiful thing, and we're going to play some great music for you, and we'll come back and forth and just keep partying with us.
Yep.
And make
It's
some
all
comments.
about partying tonight.
And remember, tomorrow night,
what
we
the
have a
fuck?
Lit Soul video release tomorrow night, and it's going to be at 7 p.m. Just look at my page for all that.
All right.
Ready for me to zoom in on that?
This is Pantera Mouth of War. Headbanger Balls.
Headbangers Balls. Right now, where we're going to play some videos that you might know, you might not know. We're taking, you can go ahead on and if you got a video you might want to watch, go ahead and go type that in the old thing and we'll try to get it up to you. We got a lot.
Yeah, type it in the comments there. If you want a Headbangers Ball, like heavy shit kind of thing, type it in the comments. Mike will let us know.
Totally.
Okay?
Totally.
And
Totally.
before we move on,
Yep.
I have a couple
Sure.
questions for you,
Go
sir.
for it. I can multitask and listen to what we're doing.
We're going to flip hats for a second because Denny here.
You need 5 minutes of conversation time.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no problem. We got
Make
you.
it 3.5. I'm just kidding.
Union scale, buddy. Union.
With the half crew, I mean, come on.
Right, extra duty.
So, anyways, I want to flip hats, because,
All right.
guys, I want to let you know. So, how many bands are you in?
So, the bands that are in, back to the interview. Bands I am in C40C, the band, Anxious Annie. I am in Tim Sexton and The Room, which we just played with Missing Persons at the Whiskey A Go Go. And I do I play in Strange Garden. with
Wow, I
Joel
never heard that
Jones.
one.
Yeah, that's a new one that we got coming out. It's called
Okay,
The Strange Garden.
right.
And then Denny Ray Project, which is my acoustic
Nice.
little chop. So
Okay, cool.
that's what I do.
So, we're going to cue up the next song, and we'll get back to you. We're going to do COC Albatross.
Yeah, I'm going.
So if you guys want to hear some songs, put it in the comments. Mike will check it out. But you guys remember Headbangers Ball? That was so cool. I mean, it came out at midnight. So anybody's late on the East Coast, like Chris Dixon, he's probably not watching right now. He was watching earlier. He's got a short attention span. Just kidding. He was my guitar player in a Dispossessed Majority. Incredible guitar player. Just insane. And he's in Florida. But if you guys remember those days, I mean, are we going to go out? Are we going to stay in and watch Headbangers Ball and have a big party? You know what I mean? It was like, that was the whole deal, you know? So that's the format we're doing right now. We're going to go into the next video. So if you guys had a good sound system, just crank it up. And the next song we're going to play
if you shop on Amazon
is not this guy. But we're going to play Corrosion of Conformity. And it's a song called Albatross. Let's do it.
Hello, all right. All right, we are back.
Are we live?
We are live right here on C40C Radio. Nothing but the very best in hard rock and heavy metal. Right here.
Right here. We got Denneray,
Right here. We got Rob Chevelle,
C40C,
Lit Soul,
Anxious Annie.
Lit Soul.
Right?
You've been listening to what we got going on.
Fuck you, Mark, and the New World Order.
That's
Yeah,
right.
okay.
I will. This is C40C Radio.
Are we live over there?
Yes, we are live right there.
Yeah.
So we were playing some Headbangers Ball, and they chopped us up.
Right.
You know, hey, if they drop us again, that's fine. We're going to keep going. If you, on Facebook and on Instagram, if you want to go to our website, as I said before, c40cradio.com/listen live, you can continue to listen and have a good time like we're doing, and that's where it's at right now. So, we're back here with Rob Chevelle from Lit Soul. And we were doing a little Headbangers Ball action. So our last song that we played was...
We're going to play, well, this is actually a request from you, which I totally agree with.
Yes.
It's a band called Jackal, and the song is called Screw. Driver.
Screwdriver. Why do you like this song?
I think it's a great, you know, just the whole song, the way it's put together, and they have that punchline, Screwdriver. I'm obviously talking about something, right?
Yeah.
But then he could be talking about, hey man, I'm just going to my shed and like, you know, getting the screwdriver to work on the house.
Yeah, right.
But the way the whole band comes together, and they do the whole, like the gang vocal,
Yeah.
Driver, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Wow. That's right. That is one of my favorite bands, Jackal.
Did I turn you on to that? Did I send you that one day, or you already knew that?
No, I already knew that.
Okay.
There is one that you didn't know that I brought up the other day was She Loves My Cock by Jackal. You
What?
want to go check that one out?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like about the rooster?
About the rooster.
On the farm?
He's a
Okay.
chicken farmer.
Okay.
So he likes to preach a lot about the
right.
hard, supplicate, shelled, foul beast.
Getting woken up in the morning like at 7 a.m., right?
Or
Or no, 4:30 a.m. probably.
yeah,
wherever
who
you are,
knows?
right?
Yeah, thank God we don't have those here.
There you go. Hey, listen, guys. You know we were gonna cut this off at 9:30. We might go on a little more. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
But you know, we look for some comments. If you want to put a comment of what you want to watch,
yes,
that would be great. We might play 2 or 3 more if you want to put something up there.
Yeah,
And we'll let you guys go to sleep on the East Coast, and you guys here tonight, just we can keep partying, but you know they keep cutting us off, you know, kind of thing.
They do.
Facebook is,
Yeah,
you know, whatever.
but if you want to keep, you know, if they cut us off one time, we're just gonna stay. We're not gonna go back on Facebook. We're just gonna stay on our radio website browser.
Okay.
You type in www.c4ocradio.com, and you can listen to our 24-hour-a-day
Right.
radio station.
And the link in the events are on my page.
Yep,
There's
right
the Facebook
there.
link, which you're on now, and there's also the radio link.
Yep,
Yeah, totally.
and you can get right to those. Or it's simple. Type in c4ocradio.com.
Yeah.
Get you right there.
All right, we're gonna get to the next song, but before we do that, I just want to say one thing. But let's make the next one. I'm thinking here. I made a little set list.
Let's see. All right. So, yes, let's do that. Give us a minute here.
We're talking like pure Headbangers Ball back in the day coming up right now, okay? And then we'll play probably one more after that,
They're
and
probably
then we'll
gonna
go out with
drop us.
something else.
What one did you want?
P-Cells, this is mine, the official one. P-Cells, this is mine. But anyways, hey guys, listen, you know, I'm not going to get heavy political. Some people who know me, I hate using the word political. It's about freedom and it's about our rights, you know. I'm not going to heavy on that, but don't believe everything you see and watch and make your own decision. Just get information, get knowledge. Don't go to the, you know, the whole thing. No, the actual video of the band. Go down, go down, go down, go down. go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Yeah, right there. See, I get that P-Cells video full.
Full, bam.
There it is. All right. So, but anyways, just get knowledge and figure out it yourself because it's out there.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is Megadeth, P-Cells, but who's buying?
Hey, what's up? This is the Denster and
Rob Chevelle from Lit Soul.
right here on C40C Radio. Nothing but the very best in local artists, heavy metal, rock and roll, jazz, blues, punk, funk, all genres.
Play my soundbite.
All over. Oh, those of you on the radio, you heard it, and it went out great. But yes, I am going to actually put that up there because that's going to start our next radio bunch of songs, and I'm going to play a Lit Soul song that is lined up.
What?
Yeah.
We're going to play 2 videos and we're done. We're going to talk and video and talk.
Yeah, I know, but after we're done with that,
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
let
yeah.
it roll. This
Okay.
is for the radio.
Oh, okay.
We're running 2 broadcasts, so
Nice.
you gotta kind of talk to the radio people and then talk to Facebook.
Hi, radio people.
And then
I'm sorry.
so it's.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
You didn't know.
I'll
Who
do
knew?
20. I'll do 20 push-ups. You guys want to see me do 20 push-ups?
You if you want to.
I'll do 50.
I might drink to that.
No.
All right. So yes, so we're gonna play our next bunch of. Let's recap on what we did tonight.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
What happened?
So we came in. I played some.
Denny thought I was late, but I was actually behind the black curtain over here,
He was hiding.
like the guy in Wizard of Oz, New World Order. But then I came out.
So I started our broadcast with C40C. Come On is the name of that song.
Right.
And then my next song was Void Vader. Come to Hand. And then we had some Ravenscroft, which was Bed of Nails off their new.
They got a brand new album.
Brand new
They were
album.
here like 2 weeks ago. Right
yeah,
here, right?
yes, right here,
Right.
sitting right here.
And they had a whole show. We were gonna open up for them.
Yeah.
They asked us to play, and but they got canceled.
Yep, they canceled us
Yeah.
all, shut us down,
Yeah.
dude. And it's just freaking crazy. So that's why the Denster's trying to do some covert operations. Don't tell the FBI, but I'm trying to get things, get some local venues and places that we know that might want to just let me and my camera crew and a band in and do a live. So we are going to do that real soon, and we'll let you know how that goes, and we'll let you know where you can check that out. But I also want to say, so yes, we saw Ravenscroft, and then we played some Lit Soul.
Yep.
In that.
Yep.
In that Lit Soul
Yep.
in that piece right now, and I wanted to.
We had a recap on what with Lit Soul, right?
Oh yeah, Lit Soul got their new
So
album.
I just want to plug before everybody. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play a video. We'll come back one more time and play one more video, and that's it. So I just want to recap that we have a new video coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock Pacific time, and check out my page, for that. And it's something very different. It's the first single off the new album, so we're doing that tomorrow. We have a new album coming out, and the gig, unfortunately, at the Rose is probably postponed for our CD release party. And but that's pretty much what's happening right now. We're recording some new music.
All right.
So we'll get into.
That's
you
awesome.
Yeah.
What I did want to talk about, really quick, just a little quick thing, is I want you to go just to your Facebook page. You know all those clubs that you went to, that you went and drank when they were letting us go out? Go check those places out. Go to their pages. Give a like. Give a love. Say you're missing them. Something like that. A lot of these clubs might not even be here when we get done with all this stuff, with all the craziness going on. So we want to show our support, for a lot of those places, like the Doll Hut, right there, 701 Adams Street, Anaheim, California, 604 East Dyer Road, Malone's, go check that place out, Bobby V's, there's a ton of other places, that we could do, that need the support. They just want to know that you didn't forget about them.
I hope everything comes back to normal, but as you guys might not know, once the government takes away your rights, they really never give them back. So it's up to us to demand it back. It is.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
So let's get back to it. What video do you want to play, my
All right, sir. I'd like to hear Motorhead.
Motorhead.
The chase is better than the catch.
Yes, that.
Insane, and and the other two guys, it was just Motorhead was amazing. It's like one time I'll tell you a fast story why this is coming up.
Which one?
Let's go to no, the chase is better than the catch. Just put in Motorhead, the chase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys a fast Lemmy story. A lot of people, I'm sure, have stories of Lemmy, but I have a lot. But one of the best ones is we were hanging at the Rainbow, and usually he hangs out where the machine is where he's playing his cards, right? But he was over by the jukebox, and he was standing by himself. So I'm just kind of cruising over with a beer, and I'm like, "Hi, Lemmy," like I've done maybe 5 times before. And he's like, "Hey,"
Hey.
And you know what? Instead of like sparking up a conversation, what I did was I repeated his lyrics, but not to Kill by Death, not to the Chase Better Than the Catch, not to Dancing on Your Grave, not anything like that. It was an obscure album that a lot of people might not know, but there's this one song that I really, really dug that I repeated his lyrics back to him, and his eyes lit up. And he was like, and by the way, what I understand is he drank Wild Turkey and Coke. It wasn't exactly Jack Daniels and Coke. That's what they're trying to promote. I don't know if he got signed by Jack Daniels.
Right.
But back in the day, it was Wild Turkey, folks, if you want to know.
Only drink what you can afford, right?
Well, that's what he liked. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe people can't tell the difference, but that's what he drank, But anyways, I thought that was pretty cool, and I don't want to take too long talking to him,
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of recited some lyrics back to him.
Right.
He looked at me and he fucking smiled.
Right.
He looked into my eyes and he was like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? And all I could do from there is pat him on the back and say, "Dude, awesome," and I left,
Right.
It's like, yeah. With on that, here's a Motorhead. The chase is better than the catch.
Up, all you crazy kids. This is the Denster. This is C40C Radio.
I fucked up. I'm sorry.
That's
Can
all
we
right.
do one more take? Okay,
Yes,
ready?
yes,
All right.
take 2.
1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
C40C Radio.
Oh, goddamn.
What the hell?
All right, let's move on.
We had a lot of wine, and
I know.
we've had a good time here tonight. Have you had a good time?
I had a great time. Really, really good time. Thank you so much for having me.
What the hell else are you going to do on a Friday night?
Right?
Normally, you'd probably go
Share
out.
your pooch. Use all the dog people.
Yes,
Come on.
yes. Look, BB, say hi. Say hi. Come here, BB. This is our radio station mascot, BB. Yes. And she's like, okay.
Wait, I thought he was the sound guy.
No, she's...
Okay.
No.
Okay.
She's all, get me out of here. But yes, we've had a good time tonight. We played nothing but killer music. We just had it.
We'll do it again. This is like, we had an idea, and then just do the headbanger balls.
Yeah.
Do
You want to see this once a month?
And we'll
so?
get it
Let
together
me
a little
know.
more. We're gonna
Yeah.
get some the cable to the speakers and blast in your ears and stuff.
Yes,
But
all that good stuff.
Totally.
All that good stuff. And, I just had freaking fun because I haven't had fun in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think you and I, when we're done, we're gonna jam on all this stuff over here.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun. And I encourage you guys to do that. Since you're sitting at home, maybe you thought that, I couldn't be a musician. Grab something. You got lots of time.
Yeah.
There's YouTube
Grab 2
channels.
bricks and just go bang.
Yeah,
bang,
there's
bang.
YouTube channels that will teach you how to play the bricks.
Exactly.
There is.
There is.
YouTube
Yeah.
has everything.
Yeah.
And so, it's like
This is
Google
the
might
time.
be Jesus. I don't know. I'm just saying, check it out.
This the time.
Time?
The time.
The time.
A bunch of music's gonna be made.
Yeah, that's right. This is the time when a bunch of music is going to be made. That's true.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
a couple words of wisdom, and we're gonna jump out with the last video, you guys.
Yeah.
Take this time and, like you said, write music, do art. Just do stuff.
Something creative.
But never forget, what your freedoms are and the Constitution and what we're here for. And I'm not gonna throw stuff out there of what's going on today. You guys can do your information like I told you earlier. But just just do your thing, whatever you feel in your heart. Don't buy the whole what we're told in a narrative. Okay,
Don't
just
buy
figure it out
everything.
yourself. Just figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna go out, right?
Yes,
With
we
the
are.
last song here.
Yes. What do you want to hear?
Stoner Rock.
Yes. Oh, I think I have I have a song that I really it goes perfect right now.
Oh.
So
What's it called?
yeah.
We haven't even played any Black Sabbath. Was that really a? Okay, no.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know, boy, Black Sabbath. I got a good one that's perfect for this show actually.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So without being yeah. Oh, here.
Stoner Rock.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess what he's doing right now is
Yeah.
basically. Oh, by the way, if you go to the Lit Soul YouTube page, there's a lot of live stuff. We have over 100 live videos. We have 9 professional videos. What we're gonna play right now is one that I directed. I did everything except film myself. Okay, and my girlfriend at the time helped me. She's in the credits, and it's a great place in West Hollywood. We did this whole video at, and I love stoner rock. I'm not
So
that
do I.
not that I can't do it, but I love Caius. I love fucking Fu Manchu. I love Nebula.
Yeah.
I love oh my god, the
Fight?
fucking Fight?
Yeah. You like Fight?
Well, Fight was with Rob Halford.
Well, yeah.
And you know the guitar player, the first guitar, one of the guitar players, he had 2 guitar players.
Yes.
Do you know who one of the guitar player was who's in a big band today?
Talk to me.
It's a little band that's a big band that people have, whatever, but it's Steel Panther.
Yeah.
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 That
They're
guy
pretty
was
big.
in that band Fight, dude. That
Yeah.
was that
Is
fucking
that
album
awesome?
Fight was awesome.
Yeah.
Totally awesome.
I know.
But I love stoner rock, so we'll exit right now. This is the last video right now in Lit Soul, and it's entitled Stoner Rock.
Stoner rock. Pack a bowl, rock and roll, bro.